Wow, what a couple of days for precious metals. Gold and silver taking huge hits on Thursday and Friday, coming down. Briefly, silver hit 29 and change. Gold all the way down to the 1665 level, I believe. And so this type of move we didn't really expect, although as you may know from most of my videos, I'm not really a guy that looks at charts, short term or for that matter really long term, because I know that when you play the game of looking at charts, you will more often than not get burned, especially if you're trading in paper silver or paper gold. Some guys that I do listen to that do analyze charts, they do it so well that there's no point in really me analyzing and looking at charts. One of them you probably already have seen many of his videos, Endlessmountain. He analyzes the charts up and down, back and forth, and does a great job of it, so I do recommend if you want to take a look at his stuff for that. There's another analyst and newsletter writer recently, just over this past summer, that I've noticed has been pretty much on the ball as far as the gold movements have been. His name is David Banister, and he's been dead on. He was dead on with this movement to 1665, 1655 actually. It had gone lower, I believe, to 1625, but he called it. You can find his stuff at 24hourgold.com. Look up David Banister and take a look at his analysis if you want some more insight there. But despite these movements, I don't think there's any reason really for us, the physical stackers, to be concerned. We're holding for the long term anyway, and we know that this is just more market manipulation, and the sell-off was going to come. We just didn't expect it to be this dramatic. Look for it to pick back up later in the week. Tuesday is options expiration day, so you could see a little bit more taken off there. And ironically, in the beginning of the summer, several months ago, I did kind of predict that I thought silver would head down between the $25 and $30 level. It did not, and so I was completely wrong about that, although what it has done now after the fact is head down to that range where I said back up the truck, load up. This is a discount, this is a gift from the Fed, and whether or not we see a discount like this late in the game is yet to be seen, but it goes without saying, if you can find silver or gold by the gram, ounce, fractional, whatever, buy at the lowest premiums and just add to your stack and hold steadfast, because it's the only place to be, it's the only real money, and there's nowhere else really that you can be safe with any kind of wealth preservation that you have. So good luck. Let's see what happens this week, and hopefully you will be able to find some precious metals at a discount. Just on a side note, just this weekend, Gerald Celente, which is the trends forecaster from Trands Journal, most of you have probably read or listened to his commentary. If you haven't, take a listen, read what he has to say, because he's the best in the business at trends forecasting. He has just said that he will buy silver for the first time. He's really said that he's going to buy a significant amount. I'm now buying physical silver for the first time. One of my reasons is I'm very concerned with gold prices beginning their upward ascent again, and I believe the central banks and governments are going to blame the gold for the financial problems and the people holding gold. So what Gerald Celente is referring to is that regulation and a possible, not a confiscation, but really a precursor to confiscation, where they'll try to regulate the market, limit physical gold sales, perhaps tax it, or do something along the lines that the rest of us aren't really seeing. And he's going in with physical silver because he sees that physical silver is undervalued even more than gold, and he doesn't predict that silver will be either taxed or confiscated or as regulated as the gold market will be when the Fed tries to make additional excuses for their incompetence. So if Gerald's in, then it should be another reason for you to consider either jumping into the game or adding to your silver holdings.